What's up, guys? We're back once again, and we are going to be continuing Eden Zero's journey on episode now 23. Now, this is what's going to be really interesting on this episode, is that there's so much that happened, I don't even know where to begin. So, if you guys first off have not seen the episode, go ahead and click off the video, go check it out, and then come back. And either way, let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments down below, and leave a like, and I'd really appreciate it. But overall, I'll also like to know what your thoughts were of the episode overall. But we do have, in the entirety of the episode, which was severely cool, that, where Shiki comes and he's wanting to fight Madame Curie, and when all this occurs, he is right now just so angry. He is wanting to just beat the hell out of everybody, right? So when he arrives, he starts facing off against the guards because Curie releases them. He just starts fighting them out of nowhere, and her three guards are like, how is he this powerful? And then she releases them on him, and he even goes blow to blow with these guys like it's nothing. I mean, he's able to pretty much just destroy them in a blink of an eye. And what's cool about this is there's a scene where he just is like, alright, he says, and Curie thinks, of course, he's weak, Homore's weak, because she wants to basically blow up the entire of the labor district, and she says that if you're crying, you know, if Homore's crying, then she still has weakness, and he says, well, that's going to lead up to strength, and he starts fighting her, and she orders her minions to try to destroy the labor district, but they can't, because unfortunately what they have with the major ray that they have is now under control by Draken Joe. And since she made a deal with her, they took out that loan so that way they'd be able to control that. And when they did, they decided to go ahead and gonna try to use that onto possibly Eden Zero or whatever else, because now they know that Eden Zero is not that far from where the planet is, and Draken Joe is wanting to board it, as well as be able to use hand-to-hand combat to be able to take over the ship. And this is going to cause an issue due to what we find out later on in the episode. Now, what we find out is, of course, Madame Curie gets extremely angry, and she's like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kill you before I go after Draken Joe in the labor district. So she sends her three minions to go on the labor district, and of course, Nino does not want to, because he, again, likes Rebecca. He likes everybody else. He's not the type of a person, but he has no choice but to, of course, follow orders right now with Madame Curie. And when he does, he basically is like, okay, yes ma'am. And when this happens, we also see where Rebecca and the rest of the resistance start attacking Madame Curie's minions, while Shiki is now fighting against Madame Curie in her massive robot exoskeleton, where she's able to enter it and be able to battle him, and they start fighting throughout the city. And what we see is that even the characters that Lady Valkyrie knew, Rebecca goes to Homore, says that the city's under attack, and that, you know, if you want to talk to Lady Valkyrie, go ahead and get out what you want to say, and didn't you want to say something to her, so go right ahead. And we have this moment where she may or may not, it's all indecisive of what she may do at this moment in time. We do not know if she's going to say something to her master, her friend, now that's dead. So there was very little Homer in this episode, but we do get to see that. But we also can see where Rebecca takes the charge to defend the labor district, and she's able to use Happy's blasters to be able to defend it. And then once the three top minions show up for Madame Curie, we see a huge big difference in the battle, where one of them just goes through him like it's nothing. And then as soon as he's about ready to go up against Rebecca, Rebecca shields herself, and someone comes to her defense, unknowing who it is. And when she finally realizes who it is, it's a real shock, because it's Weiser, Professor Weiser. He actually steals the episode in this. He really does, and it really shocks me of how he stole the episode in this, because he made a exoskeleton ether gear due to him being able to entice his powers and being able to do other things. So I was really impressed with this. I thought it was rather cool that he was able to make a skeleton, and how he was able to do other things as well. And what we see in the episode is he's able to use different methods. He's able to fight him. He's able to use different things. And what's so cool about this is we see where he starts using like different weapons, and he's like, oh, like I'm Arsenal, a hero must never reveal his true identity. And of course everyone's able to know it's him, and he's like, well, no, that's not my name. So what we have is really cool, because he's like trying not to reveal his identity, but at the same time they already know who he is, and that he'll protect him if, you know, Rebecca wears some type of outfit on the ship for him. And so she says no. So he starts remembering what, of course, his sisters told him, to go down there, protect everyone, and bring them back alive. And so now when he leaves, the only one that's going to be on there is, of course, the three shining stars of the dragon of the Demon King, and of course that robot that's always with Sister Ivy as well, and then also the so-called new captain of Eden Zero. So there's a very lot. If Dragon Joe does try to board the Eden Zero, there's going to be a major problem. And then we also see where Shiki's still battling against Madame Curie in her massive robot exosuit, and he's just fighting, trying to save people, trying to dodge her attacks and be able to fight her at the same time. And she's just bloodthirsty, man. She's just wanting to be able to kill Shiki. And then we also see is, of course, where we see a lot of Weiser taking the wins here, man. It's like, it was really cool, because we got to see how Weiser uses his different weapons, being able to shoot, being able to enhance his arm, being able to do all these different things, and being able to try to fight to protect not only Rebecca but all these other people. And then we see where, unfortunately, all the weapons that he uses his power for his ether gear around his wrist, and so he unfortunately goes to about 10%. And when he does, he goes down. So he actually lands the final blow, a massive final blow, on one of her top 3 minions, and knocks him out. I'm not sure he kills him, but I'm pretty sure he knocks him out. And unfortunately, the exosuit pretty much dissolves. So don't know if it's just fully destroyed or it has to reboot to make sure it gets up back to full power. And then what we see is, unfortunately, he's naked, and he turns around and no one notices except for Rebecca, and she's like looking at him like, hello. And he's like, oh man, he said, I didn't know that was going to happen with this gear. He says, I'm gonna have to find out what's going on. And so overall, I would say it was a very entertaining episode. It was very action packed. It was very dramatified, as well as also intense / expecting what was going to happen. So there was a lot of things that you weren't probably going to expect that was going to happen that was going to happen. But either way, the episode was awesome. I can't wait for next week's episode. I've been hearing a lot of rumors that it almost Eden Zero is close to being over with for, I guess, the first season or so. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm looking forward to see if that is true or not, because I don't want Eden Zero to end. I'm enjoying it way too much. I love the show. I think it's very interesting. I think it's awesome. I think it's a very enticing show, just like Fairy Tail is and was, and I'm enjoying it, man. I enjoy reviewing it for you guys every week. I enjoy talking about it. It gets me very excited. It gets me very hyped, and I love talking about it with you guys. But either way, let me know your thoughts are about this down in the comments down below. Did you guys watch Eden Zero? What did you guys think about the episode? I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comments. Either way, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you want to, as well as also click notifications to get notified every time I upload. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.